Hey guys, welcome to the channel. We've got another tool in store for you guys today. This is again from OMT, the Orion Motor Tech tool line, and this is going to be your blind hole collet bearing race and seal puller kit. And it's a light blow molded case, but you know it does the job. That being said, as you can see here, it is made in China, like a lot of the things that come from OMT. But we're going to take a look here at what it is, and if you guys haven't used one before, we'll explain how it works. So they give a manual that goes through everything. You guys could see here for yourself all of the parts list, specifications, obviously safety information, and then you could see how to use both the slide hammer and also the counterstay that you'll see here in just a second. So, nice that they give that really short, real brief, but it gets the point across for using these. And it comes with a little light density foam inside, and we'll pan out so you guys can see this a little bit better. But here are all of your attachments, all your different size collets, and you can see your stay, you can see your slide hammer, all of it right here in one little package. So that being said, the key to this whole setup is essentially going to be these bad boys. So if you have a seal, so like an axle seal, bearing that you're trying to get out, right, because a lot of those items are going to be pressed in. And to pull them out, you're going to have to use something to get them out. But typically, you're dealing with a hole that you're trying to get down inside to pull those out. And so you can either use a hook of some sort to do that. But if they're pressed in there, you're going to pull them straight out and not at a side or an angle, because you'll either damage them, you'll damage the housing that they're in, or you'll just make a mess everywhere. So that's where these actually come in really handy, is if you're trying to get into something. And I'll actually use this example here. Not the best example, but it's a harmonic balancer. Let's pretend that this is a bearing that's right here in the middle, and I'm going to try to pull that out. Well, the key to that is get the right size. This was perfect because it just barely fits inside there. And then you'll take it and tighten it down. That's where this threaded portion works the best. And maybe I'll come over here for you guys just for a second so you can see. But you'll take it, you'll tighten it down until it tightens securely, or at least tight enough for it not to come out. And so right now it won't come out. You see where it's spread across those three arms? Now it won't come out. Well, let's go a little bit tighter for you guys. Okay, perfect. So it's in there nice and tight. It's actually going to hold itself now. So it's not going anywhere. So what you could do next, or your next step is, okay, I've got the race, or I've got the bearing, or I've got the seal already in here. It's press fitted. Now how do I get it out? Well, that's where you have one of two ways of going about this. Is you could either take this slide hammer and thread it on the top, like so. And we'll pan back out for you guys to see. Looks like I finally popped that out. All right, pan back out for you guys. Like so. And there's the slide hammer. And you'll just take it, and you'll keep going up like that until you end up pulling it out. You could slam hard, light. I would suggest starting off light initially, because you don't want to damage whatever that is that you're trying to remove from its housing. Okay, so there's a slide hammer. So here's the counterstay. So if you have something to press up against, in this case, we have the housing, right? We could thread this down on top, like so, again, just like the other. And then on the back side here, this actually floats and rotates freely, this section. The inner part is the part you want to loosen, right, to get it out. So you'll hold this like so up top, and then you'll just tighten this collar down here below. It's just free floating, but you're going to want to tighten it down until it gets all the way down there. All right, so we're down here now. We're going to get these legs nice and even, right? And this is obviously for more delicate operations, so that you can then put your wrench on the back of this, or socket, what have you, and you can start to pull that out by tightening it. Now this has obviously got a lot of tension on it now. It is not going anywhere. And that's the point, guys, is if you want a nice, smooth removal of, again, a seal, a race, bearing, all of those items, this is a perfect tool for doing that. And they're not that expensive. On Amazon, this set costs about 55 bucks. I know it goes on sale every now and again, but it's a nice set. And I'd say if you're looking at doing a lot of your own labor on your vehicles, especially if you want to go this deep into removing seals, and this works for even engine seals too. Now, would you be using this a lot? If you're an engine mechanic or if you're doing machinery, you're going to know better than I do if you're going to need this a lot. But most people typically don't use these a ton. But it's good to have just in case. And for 55 bucks, it's a good set. And there's other manufacturers out there too. OMT is, again, not the only manufacturer of these. But yeah, it's nice. They give a nice assortment of different size heads for different applications that are needed, but they all work the same as this. So again, thanks to OMT for sending this out, letting us demonstrate to you guys how this system works. And I'd love to hear your guys' questions and comments down below. Have you used one of these before? Does your application necessitate a tool like this? And yeah, if you guys haven't already, please like and please subscribe by clicking this button down below. That way you guys don't miss out on future content, and it helps out this channel greatly. All right, guys, thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon.